Hello, my crafty friends. You guys, I have been wanting to make one of these vintage scales for the longest time. So finally I was like, let's do it today. Like, let's just do it. Had all the parts and the pieces. So you guys, if you can't find these little tables, you could always use the little jingle legs or the little legs, the jingle blocks to make the part stand instead of that little, because I know some people have a hard time finding that table, but this little base, you could use one of their flower pots from Dollar Tree. All this came from Dollar Tree. You could use anything for the bottom, but I just had that, so I was like, oh, that'll work perfectly. So grabbed out a little E6000, put that on, and then I also put a little bit of hot glue. That way I'd get that instant bond, and then over time the E6000 will set and dry. So just starting to build it all. I've got my little risers there. Like I said, this is where you could use the jingle blocks if you wanted to instead. But I thought, ooh, this will be perfect because I had it in my stash of stuff. It's amazing when you clean your craft room, the things you can find. I should clean my craft room more often. Okay, then this little plate for like the dial part, right? I didn't want the edges to it, so I just kind of clipped all the way around and made, about every inch or so. And then I went back through so that I just had the bottom part of the plate as where I'm going to put, I just printed off something I found, some clip art of the little dial part or the little scale part, I should say. So I just cut that out, and then I will end up Mod Podging that onto that faceplate. So easy peasy to make it look even more realistic, right? So I wanted to put that bottom part of the plate on with a little E6000 and a little hot glue. And we'll get that all on there. Now, I won't put the face on now because, as you can see, I want to spray paint the whole thing. And you guys, I'm using that heirloom white. I was going to use bright white, but I love this heirloom so much. I was like, oh, let's do that. So here's the Mod Podge that we're putting on and just slathering it around there. And then we will just put that little piece of paper up over the top of it. And it hides it really, really well. The nice thing too, you guys, is if you do have any edges that you can see through, you could always do a little bit of black paint on it. And then here's where I'm just going to kind of hit the edges just to kind of give it like that enamel look, right? And just kind of however you want. You could hit a little here, hit a little there, or you could just leave it plain however you wanted. But I just think this is going to be so much fun to decorate with in my kitchen. And you guys, the possibilities are endless what we could use with this. So if you don't have all these parts and pieces, there's always a way to get the things that you want and make it the way you want, right? So here's how it turned out, my friends. I hope you love it as much as I do. I think it's so super cool. So don't forget to follow for more daily crafts. Thanks so much, friends.